Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'll start tomorrow," or picking a fight over something small, only to realize later it wasn't really about that at all? What if I told you these little habits could be quietly holding you back from the life you want? Today, we're exploring powerful stories of people like Lisa, Anna, and Mark, ordinary individuals who unknowingly sabotaged their own success, relationships, and confidence. But here's the good news. Every pattern of self-sabotage can be broken. Their stories might just help you see your own struggles and the way out. Let's dive in. Lisa's work struggles with procrastination. Lisa is a talented graphic designer who works at a busy marketing agency. Her boss assigns her to lead a major project for a high-profile client, a task that could boost her career if done well. Excited yet overwhelmed, Lisa tells herself she has plenty of time to prepare. Instead of starting immediately, she spends her days rearranging her desk, replying to non-urgent emails, and taking on minor tasks unrelated to the project. As the deadline approaches, Lisa begins panicking. She stays up late working but delivers a rushed and mediocre design. The client is unimpressed, and her boss expresses disappointment. Lisa justifies her delay by saying, "I work better under pressure," but Lisa knows. She let herself down again. Let's break down Lisa's behavior. 1. Fear of failure or success. Lisa subconsciously fears both the possibility of failing in front of her team and the responsibility that might come with succeeding. She procrastinates as a way to avoid confronting those fears. 2. Perfectionism. Lisa's high expectations for herself lead her to delay starting because she doesn't want to create anything less than perfect. This perfectionism traps her in inaction. 3. Self-doubt. Despite being qualified, Lisa doesn't fully believe in her abilities, leading her to prioritize less demanding tasks instead of tackling the challenging project head-on. Solution steps for Lisa's behavior. 1. Break the task into smaller steps. Divide the project into manageable chunks with mini deadlines. For example, Lisa could aim to sketch ideas on day 1, finalize colors on day 2, and present drafts on day 3. This reduces the overwhelming feeling of tackling the entire project at once. 2. Use accountability. Lisa can share her timeline with a coworker or mentor who will check on her progress. Knowing someone is expecting updates can motivate her to stay on track. 3. Reframe the mindset. Instead of focusing on the possibility of failure, Lisa can ask herself, "What will I learn from this project?" Shifting focus to growth removes the fear of imperfection. 4. Reward completion. Lisa can set small rewards for completing each step, for example, taking a walk, grabbing coffee, and celebrate the final submission with a bigger treat like dinner out. Anna and Jake's relationship, picking fights over small issues. Anna and Jake have been dating for 3 years. Jake recently started working longer hours to save money for their future, but Anna feels neglected. Instead of talking about her feelings, she begins nitpicking Jake's habits, criticizing the way he loads the dishwasher, getting upset when he forgets to text her back immediately, and accusing him of not caring. One evening, Jake comes home late and finds Anna in a sour mood. She explodes over a minor issue: he left his shoes in the hallway. Jake, confused, defends himself, and the argument escalates into a shouting match. Jake tells Anna she's overreacting, and she storms off, feeling both hurt and misunderstood. Let's break down Anna's behavior. 1. Fear of vulnerability. Anna uses criticism to mask her real feelings of loneliness and fear of abandonment. Admitting these feelings would make her feel exposed and vulnerable. 2. Unresolved trauma. Anna may have experienced neglect or rejection in past relationships, making her hypersensitive to perceived signs of disinterest. 3. Insecurity. Her self-worth is tied to how much attention Jake gives her. When he's busy, she interprets it as a lack of love, prompting her to act out. Solution steps for Anna's behavior. 1. Practice self-awareness. Anna should pause before reacting and ask herself, "Am I upset about this specific issue? Or is there a deeper feeling here?" Journaling or mindfulness practices can help her identify the root emotions. 2. Communicate openly. Instead of attacking Jake's habits, Anna can express her feelings using I statements. For example, I feel lonely when you work late and wish we could spend more time together. This approach invites dialogue instead of defensiveness. 3. Focus on appreciation. Anna can make a habit of acknowledging Jake's efforts. Thank you for working so hard for us. Gratitude strengthens the relationship and shifts her mindset away from criticism. 4. Seek reassurance. If insecurity drives her behavior, Anna can share her fears with Jake and work together to set quality time for their relationship, like a weekly date night. Mark's inner battle with negative self-talk. Mark has always been hard on himself. After getting laid off from his job, he starts blaming himself for everything that went wrong. Every morning, he looks in the mirror and thinks, I'm such a failure. No wonder they didn't want me. Instead of applying for new jobs, Mark scrolls through social media, comparing his life to others' successes. This fuels his self-criticism even more. When his friends invite him out to lift his spirits, he declines, thinking they're just pitying me. As weeks turn into months, Mark sinks deeper into self-doubt and isolation. Let's break down Mark's behavior. 1. Internalized beliefs. Mark's self-talk is rooted in past experiences where he felt inadequate or criticized. These negative messages have become part of his inner dialogue. 2. Low self-worth. Losing his job confirms Mark's belief that he's not good enough, even though layoffs often have little to do with individual performance. 3. Fear of rejection. By avoiding new opportunities and isolating himself, Mark protects himself from potential failure or judgment, but at the cost of growth and healing. Solution steps for Mark's behavior. 1. Challenge negative thoughts. Mark should write down his negative thoughts. I'm a failure, and question their validity. For example, what evidence do I have that I'm a failure? Didn't I excel at my previous role? This helps shift the narrative. 2. Set small, achievable goals. To rebuild confidence, Mark can start with simple actions, like updating his resume or applying for one job per day. Each success, no matter how small, reinforces his self-worth. 3. Practice self-compassion. Mark should speak to himself as he would a close friend, using kind and supportive language. For example, it's okay to struggle. You're doing your best, and things will get better. 4. Engage with supportive people. Reconnecting with friends or joining support groups can combat isolation. Hearing others' stories of overcoming challenges can inspire him to take action. 5. Focus on strengths. Mark can list his skills and past accomplishments, reminding himself of his value. Keeping this list visible can boost his confidence during moments of doubt. Self-sabotage may feel like an invisible wall, but it's built from habits, fears, and beliefs we can dismantle. So what about you? Are you delaying your dreams like Lisa? Pushing loved ones away like Anna? Or tearing yourself down like Mark? The first step is recognizing it. The next step is rewriting your story because you can. Take a moment to reflect. What's one small step you can take today to move past your own barriers? Remember, you're stronger than your fears, and your story isn't over yet. Start rewriting it now. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Kim's insightful journey.